Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome, and thank you so much for your patience here today. Welcome to the Garden of Encounter, and yeah, we're back for another episode of Beyond the NFT. I want to take a moment to thank Toxic Waifu and Mean Green Doge for stepping up and doing such an amazing job with putting the build together in such last moment kind of thing. Um, if you head over to the Mew booth over here, you will find Mew jackets hung on the wall. You can purchase some merchandise as well as even some FlawLyss merchandise. Um, and yeah, just gotta say, I love it. I love it. Thank you guys, and also make sure to try out the Mew Bubble feature. It is located in the bottom center of your screen, and by clicking that, you can have your very own Mew Bubble with be part of your wearables. So yeah, thank you, Mean Green Doge and Toxic Waifu. Want to thank everyone for being here. Old guy, Kanessa, I see you out there. Mohedi, and I know we have Brittany over there in the corner. It's so good to see you all, and welcome to everyone that is watching on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, or X. Before we get started, I would just like to take a moment to give a special shout out to our sponsor, Bucktown MMA, founded by our friend Jay Isip. Uh, Bucktown MMA is a mixed martial arts program that is focused on empowering youth and young combat athletes all around the world through the transformative powers of mixed martial arts. If you would like to learn more, head over to bucktown.org/support, and there you could read a little more about the program, what they do, how many gyms they have around the world. Just off the top, I can see New Jersey, Chile, and Mexico. And yeah, you could also find ways to support by picking up either some Bucktown merchandise or some Bucktown wearables or NFTs. All proceedings go back to the program, and yeah, I just can't say how much I think how greatly I think about Bucktown. They are doing good work, and I do love what Jay is out there doing. And with that said, we have paid the bills. Time to introduce our guest. our, our guest tonight is a Decentraland wearable creator and a longtime Mew friend. Let's give a warm welcome to our friend FlawLyss. Welcome, FlawLyss. Welcome back to Beyond the NFT, FlawLyss.
Hi guys, thank you so much for having me. I'm sorry for the delay. That was definitely all my fault, but I appreciate your patience.
Well, we're just happy to have you here. By the way, we are getting low sound from you. So,
Oh, okay.
yep.
I will
Okay,
speak up.
there we go. Much better, much better. And I also see Rustan in the audience here in the Discord. Welcome, Rustan. Very nice to see you. Thank you for being here.
Hi, buddy.
Alrighty. Here, I gotta find a way. Sorry, I'm like tinkering over here.
This that looks absolutely unreal. You guys did a great job. Thank you so much. I didn't even see the merch tent, so I'm over here while you're doing the intro.
You're over there exploring, seeing what they got, what they posted for you.
That's
Well,
so cool. I did not expect that at all.
yeah, me neither. This was actually like a last minute thing, and yeah, Toxic Waifu and Mean Green Doge kind of stepped up and really made it happen for us. So it's definitely very appreciated. Okay, I guess I'm done tinkering with Discord. I thought I can make a cool screen happen, but the cool screen is not happening. All right. So I usually like to start off every show by just passing the mic over to our guest and just allowing yourself the opportunity to give your like that proper introduction, the one that you always love to give, or maybe even say some things about yourself. How long you've been on Decentraland, how long you've been in crypto. You, you know how it goes. Stage is yours.
Thank you. In Decentraland for about 3.5 years, I guess. Started out just as a miner and a partier, and kind of quickly grew into a wearable addict. So I'm definitely only in crypto because of Decentraland wearables. Like, I have nothing else in the game. It's all my backpack's just got all my money in it. But with good reason, because look at the talent that we've got. So I started collecting. My husband Token started designing his wearables, so he's kind of specialized for a start in sneakers, and then started moving into some other stuff. But so I helped him kind of model and promote that. I did a stint with the baby dolls, so I was a baby doll in the Genesis era, I guess we could call it. So I got the honor of standing next to people like Canessa and Father Finn, hosting some really, really cool events, stuff that I'm sure has never been done and probably won't ever be done again. Like Coachella, that was really cool. We had a really, really cool fashion week that year with lots of community involvement. So it's stuff like that that really resonates with me. That's kind of why I stick around. Obviously the friendships, but it's supporting those friendships through those events that really kind of creates that sense of community for me. And then I got into designing some hair and accessories maybe about a year ago. But I've also been taking some time off, so it's been slow going. There will be more, I promise. I've got lots of hair on the go, just nothing across the line yet.
I love it. So, as far as your wearables and or the wearables that you have created and published, has that been kind of like a dual, like a collaborative effort between you and Token, or have you taken the helms for or like and just started doing Blender for your wearables?
So that's a great question. He taught me the basics of what he knows. We're both the kind of people that like we stumble our way through stuff, and so we never actually learn it the way it's meant to be learnt, but we find ways to do what we want to get done. And so he taught me the basics of what he knows, and then I kind of just started playing around with some basic shapes. And then if I do run into trouble, he's always there to rescue me. But yeah, for the most part, he's pretty hands off unless I ask for help, in which case he's always right there to help me out and make sure I get the testing across and don't have to spend too much time in the test net.
It's always good to have that, that one person that you could just, hey, I can't figure this out. Can you help me real quick? And it just makes the
100%.
it makes the process a lot quicker. And I mean, I think
I
that's
live in the same house as you.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And I think it's like really amazing that you took the step, you got into Blender and started designing and building your wearables. What besides Token, were there any other resources that you used? Did you use the donut video, the dreaded donut video?
I actually have never attempted a donut, believe it or not. Although I wish I could make something that delicious. No, you know, it really just came from trying to create what I wanted to see, and so I didn't necessarily like learn from any specific resources. I basically just hit the pavement and fell over and over and over and scraped my knee over and over until I got to where I needed to be. But KJ Walker with low poly models is easily one of our greatest assets in this community. She's incredibly supportive. Every time I have a question that Token can't answer, that's who I go to. And she's never said no. She's never made me feel like a burden. She's always very quick to support and make suggestions, and really she's just the best cheerleader. And I'm sure a lot of people can attest to that as well. So we're just really, really lucky to have her.
Oh my God, yes. 100%, 1000%. KJ is amazing. And yeah, one of those individuals, those gems in this community that is a wealth of knowledge. All it takes is like going forward and asking. Like I know sometimes like approaching individuals may be a little intimidating, but what like with once you get past that like the like initial send a message to KJ, it's like you just like after that wonder why was I so shy before.
It's like that cool kid on the playground that you really, really want to like make friends with, but you're over there like, but I'm not cool enough.
Yes, exactly. And then like that one day like you just have that random interaction and then bam, best friends.
Yeah, you've had that extra shot of espresso, and you're like, I'm going for it.
Cheers for going for it. But so let's see. Going into the Decentraland marketplace, which I thought I had. Oh, here it is. I have the screen pulled up, and I will actually share right here in the Discord, so you can see what I'm looking at.
I love that that's still your profile picture in Discord, by the way. I remember that.
it,
I'm very, very happy that's what it is.
This NFT, my PFP was created, designed, and minted by a 9-year-old artist. Maybe she's
Yeah.
10 or 11 now. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It is one of my most cherished possessions.
Absolutely. As it should be.
Yep, yep. So, I looking into your wearables here, at least in your FlawLyss account. Is it safe to say that the like this page or this account has the first wearables you've ever minted or published?
Yeah, there's one other one that I have that's a unique hair that I had Token do for me. So it's under my name, but he's the one who designed it. I need to actually go in and pull it out a bit so it'll fit with all my Doki faces. So I can only wear it with a default face. And I'm just way too attached to my Doki faces to do that right now. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna edit it. But other than that, no. So these are the ones that I've created. I did have, a say in some of Token's designs on the female side of things. But yeah, these are my babies.
These are your babies. I love it. So, I mean, when I look at them, like they're unique hairstyles. Like at before you published them, there weren't any hairstyles that kind of reached this type of these type of look styles. So it kind of like leads me to wonder because I feel like the fashionistas out there, the Decentraland fashionistas out there, would love to know from the creators of like pertaining to the certain kind of hairs, what kind of style or look were you trying to reach? Like I guess we could even start with the short and sleek.
Yeah, I love that question. The short and sleek, I used Posh Spice to promote it, but it's actually inspired by Android 18 from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh my God, I love
Sorry,
that.
Dragon
Sorry.
Ball. Yeah. So if you see it in blonde, it's meant to be Android 18.
Okay.
So that was my inspiration behind that. Basically, like my reason for publishing is literally just is it on the marketplace? No, it's not. I really want to wear it, so I'm going to make it happen. And I'm sure, again, that resonates with a lot of our creators because it's such a great avenue for self-expression and such a good creative outlet to just, make something that you're passionate about, um, in comparison to, say, doing a commission maybe.
Mhm.
But yeah, so that's where that way. A lot of my stuff comes from anime, to be fair.
Oh man, that's great. That's great. That actually makes it even better, and it makes me want to just start throwing mana at you. And so then let's see. The second one here is not a hairstyle, but it's more of like facial features, facial. What could we
So
say?
this is
Go ahead.
actually inspired by a Monster High character. So for the girlies, I don't know if any of you are from the Monster High era, but there's a character, basically, she's called Frankie Stein, and she's the daughter of Frankenstein. And so this is a set of her accessories. She's basically got like really, well, I jazz them up, of course, because everything I have has to be glittery or sparkly or bejeweled in some way. Um, but I just love the kind of juxtaposition of like super glam, but then also like my head is stitched on.
I like it. I like it. And let's see, moving on to and these two are actually pretty special. The next two coming up. I've seen so many of our Decentraland friends wear this like the FlawLyss side braid.
Yeah, I definitely associate it with Shelly, as well as Metamom, I think rocks it quite a bit. I That's my everyday hair. Before I became a mom, that was my everyday hairstyle, literally every day. So that's why I made it because I felt underrepresented, and I just sometimes just wanted to look like myself, like I just rolled out of bed, kind of thing.
I see, I see. So you'll wear like let's say in a Decentraland setting, if you were wearing this hair, would you be pulling up in like a hoodie and sweats?
Yeah, 100% hoodie and sweats, or like bathing suit maybe, pajamas. There's some good jammies out there. It definitely pairs well with it pairs well with hoodies because I don't know if you've noticed, but if you have a longer hairstyle as a female or a male and a hood, they're gonna clip.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm noticing
And
right now in
so
the
tucks it in nice and close to the head so that if you do have a hood, you're not losing the hood or the hair.
mm-hmm. Yep. And even extra like with the strap from the backpack that I have, it kind of comes off a little too far. And
Mm-hmm.
but it's still like from the front it doesn't really look like a clip. From the side it really doesn't look like a clip either. Like it looks like it's resting on the strap.
See, that's good to know because I don't think I've paired those two yet on my own. So.
We're learning. We're learning. Alrighty. And this one, I just absolutely love this one because of the cat ears. Are they
This
cat
is
ears?
they can be whatever ears you want them to be, but technically they're demon ears. But I don't know if anybody's seen What We Do in the Shadows, the TV series. They brought on a female character. Her name's Nadia, and she's absolutely hilarious. But she has a lot of really cool kind of up styles like this, where it's either demon horns or like fancy buns or whatever. So I like that it's just kind of got that like little touch of evil to it. Um, but cat ears totally works as well,
Cat ears work. Aren't I mean
especially in purple.
aren't like cat ears just little demon horns? At,
I had never considered till
at,
now.
at least like in the shadow, like have you ever like put a flashlight to the back of a
Oh
cat's
yeah,
head and you see the shadow? Uh,
yeah, the cats.
Alrighty, alrighty. And at least that was the last wearable, at least in this account.
That's all I got.
That's all we have for now. You were mentioning that you have some hair in the works, or some other stuff in the works. Um, would you let do you have anything to tease us with tonight, or is it kind of like a
I wish I could say that I did, but they're all in pretty like preliminary stages at the moment. I can tell you there's going to be some cuter kind of like space bun type stuff. There's going to be some like lower pigtail type stuff. There's going to be some beads, some flowers, braids. Again, I love the braids. They're so much fun to do. Um, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm. And so you can kind of maybe see why I can't pick just one to work on,
Mhm.
because they're all so much fun.
I,
It's getting that lower poly count is really really difficult because I don't know if anybody saw the post that KJ did where she kind of explained her pipeline, um, but I kind of work in a similar way where I make what I want in a higher poly count, and then I scale it back and try to bring more of those. Um, that's a big challenge.
mhm. Oh, yeah, that's definitely like the biggest challenge here in Decentraland. But I mean, just keep chipping away at it, keep working on it, and I'm sure you can find that happy medium where like it still is like looking like it's high resolution, high quality, without you're not sacrificing look or the visual for the poly count. Um, oh,
100%. And like it's a challenge, but it's not a challenge you can't overcome, right? Like you just got to reframe it. And like I said, like try to think of ways to bring out those details in the texturing instead of in the mesh.
mm-hmm. Okay, so a little creator question. At this moment, is there anything like within like the your creative process, blend whether it's Blender or advertising, whatever, that you're like currently struggling in and you just can't figure out?
That's a that's a really good question. Um like I would say I'm not naturally artistic, and so I struggle in general with proportions and ratio and depth. I so just when you start tweaking something on one side, and then you're like, oh, now the other side looks off, and you tweak it on that side, and that looks off.
Oh, I see, I see.
Train my artistic mind in especially proportions and like making sure that the head isn't 5 times bigger than the body. Um, but other than that, like I definitely don't have a traditional approach to texturing, I don't think, but I'm not necessarily trying to change that. It's just how my brain works. And so instead of taking one whole piece and painting it as one whole piece, I basically take little pieces of a bigger piece and layer them, um, like normal hair is layered, I guess.
Hmm.
Um, and I just layer them on top of one another. And where most people would just draw the picture as one piece, like like I said, with the proportions and stuff, like I just never get it right. But if I can, it's almost like in fashion. I don't know if anyone has ever watched a drapery video on TikTok, um, but it's in fashion when they start with a mannequin, and they don't put a dress on the mannequin. They just start pinning fabric on it, and they just pin fabric and bunch it up and pin it, and eventually you get a whole piece that looks like one cohesive piece. And that's, I guess, my approach. If somebody wants to teach me art, I'm 100% game to learn, but that's what I got to work with for now.
Hmm. I mean, that's awesome, and what you were kind of mentioning. Um, you always struggle with proportions, and as artists, whenever what a person creates something, it's almost like the creator can see all the flaws within it. They know the flaws, even the ones that like no one will ever know about. Um, how do you, like within your creative process, how do you like push over that hump when you say this wearable is done? Like even though you can still see like just small things that could be different.
So I'm definitely a perfectionist, um, and that goes all the way back. So it's a hard habit to kick. So that's a very interesting question. Um, so obviously, I do aim to get it as perfect as possible. A lot of the times, I will think I'm done, and then I pull it into the test net, and I start seeing things in the test net, and I'm like, nope, back to it. Um, so if I publish something, it's if there is mistakes, I 100% haven't noticed them, and if you notice them, please point them out to me because I, as somebody who is accepting money for a product, like I want feedback and I want to be able to fix things for you. And so for anybody, if you notice anything, like report the bug and I will go back to I'll go back to it and I'll fix it and I'll republish it. Like I don't, that's definitely
Hmm.
part of what I try to do. Um, so I don't know if I ever do quite overcome it. I think I just get to a point like I do in poker where I'm like, I just need to go all in. I just put it all on the table. But I think knowing that you can go back and fix things and republish them is a really nice crutch to have. What you publish final. And I think as long like if you're gonna make major changes, then I think you should probably let people know. Um, but if you're, fixing something that you knew was wrong, but you had a deadline or a party, or an event or a holiday and you wanted to push it through, I think that's a really, really great crutch for us to have.
Yeah. Yeah, my biggest takeaway there is basically the product's never done. Like the development
Right.
of it is never done.
Because form evolves, we're gonna with it, just like with so many other things, like adding.
Oh, you seem
Oh,
to be cutting
we
in and
just
out.
added. Oh, sorry. Am I back?
You seem like to be back.
Oh.
Welcome back.
Oh, hello. Um, I lost track, of course.
I was saying that the product's never done.
Right. Yeah. With an ever evolving platform, we just have to be prepared that those things are going to happen. And as things change, old things might not link up with the new things. Like even now, I notice some of my wearables, like the wrists are too small and the hands don't look like they're in the right place. Or for some reason, some shoes look like they're on the wrong feet. Um, so I don't know what's causing those, but yeah, we just have to be prepared to always kind of go back and look at how we can improve.
Most definitely, most definitely. So I would like to take a transition into something that you've been working on lately. Um, and wait a second, I thought I followed you back a few days ago. I am fake as fuck. Well, don't
You
worry.
did.
I thought so
I
too.
thought you. I'm not offended. I don't. Twitter is not even my. I don't even worry about it.
uh, but oh, let's see. All right, stream's still working. It's where I was looking at or monitoring kind of froze and wigged me out a little bit. So yeah, I would like to talk about something that you've been working on lately. I personally don't know too much about it, so that's why I'm very happy to have you here tonight. Chain Dolls NFT. All I know is that maybe like last week I saw a post on Twitter that Canessa tagged me on about a potential to win a Chain Dolls NFT.
Yeah, and that was kind of intentional. I to draw a lot of attention to what I was doing. Um, I don't want to like feel like you guys have to engage with it and all that stuff. Again, it's really just another thing that I did because I needed a creative outlet. So this came about because I've got a 10-month-old at the moment, and I get stuck under him napping a lot. Um, he's getting better, but I still get stuck a lot. And so this was something that I could work on while I was kind of bogged down. Not bogged down, I love him, but you know, while you're stuck under, this allowed me to still get that creative urge out into some. Just kind of wanted something else that kind of looks like this yet. Um, but it basically comes again, well, Barbie and Monster High, fashion dolls essentially, and so it's just a way of collecting dolls that aren't gonna end up with their heads popped off, basically, and their hair all ratty, and just another way of kind of those self-expression. Like I've always been a collector, and so like I'm at the point where I don't even care if any of them sell because they're my, like, you know, they're in my collections. Whatever, but yeah, it was just a passion project, and so I didn't actually really know that I was going till
Oh, sorry, you cut off at the end there. You're saying you didn't really know you were going to, and then
didn't really have like any major plan.
ah.
I just kind of once I had made enough of them, I was kind of like, oh, why don't we upload these and see if they resonate with anybody? But
I love
yeah.
it. I love it. Were there any tributes? Uh,
Oh, yeah, there's a few. Yeah. So there's a couple Taylor Swift ones.
a couple Taylor Swift
Now
ones.
there's some layers to that. So I'm a Taylor Swift fan, but
You're
I'm not a Swiftie.
Swifty.
So
Oh, okay. I almost.
uh, I don't know all her songs. I haven't listened to her probably for a better part of a decade, but I really respect how she does business, and she's a very talented artist. So she's also has an incredibly big fandom, and I thought, you know what, people might buy this. But
So you
there
got it.
is there's a Cardi B one. Her name's Bacardi.
Okay, I see. I see Bacardi right here.
One which
Oh,
she's down further, I think.
oh, it looks like you cut off. Which one are we looking for?
So if you scroll down there, Marley. So she's
Oh.
inspired by Bob Marley. So we're gonna give her away tonight to one of your viewers. However you want to do that is good with me.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna ask, like, did you want to make this a reward for everyone that is currently on Decentraland? I can start getting the names, or we could do something with the Twitch chat, which if they
Yeah, let's
just,
do Twitch.
all right, if they type in Twitch, you will be eligible for the giveaway. Let me set it up. Let's get the Nightbot going. Nightbot giveaways.
So what I kind of did is, like, each one of them is inspired by something or someone powerful, whether it's in mythology or real life history. And so they
Oh, did it?
kind of to
Think I lost you there
to
for a second after you said
oh,
they, after you mentioned mythology, and then they.
right. Okay. So they all they're all named, and their descriptions are all tributes to or women in history. So basically, you know, women empowerment.
I see, I see. I love it. All
This
right.
one in particular is based on Bob Marley, and so she represents some of his values that he.
Oh. I like this. I mean, I personally never met Bob Marley, but I can say I smoked a blunt with Damian Marley. I didn't know it was him until he like passed the blunt back to me and then just like walked up on the stage and started saying.
That's such a cool story. So this was a good pick then.
Yes, it is. It is. All right. So I have the giveaway here ready to go. To be eligible to win or to be selected for this giveaway, you all you have to do is head over to Twitch, my Twitch, twitch.tv/SinfulMeatSticks, and just type in chat. Let's see. Type in chat every 15 minutes. So you'll be eligible if you just say anything in chat for 15 minutes. You'll be on this list for the giveaway. And what's up? Oh, sorry. I thought you said something.
I'm just being a menace over here. Don't
Just me a menace. I love it. I love it. So yeah, head on over to Twitch, and here, let me also share a link. I'll share a link in World, even though you can't click on, or you can't copy paste in World anymore.
Oh yeah.
Worst time ever. When do you think we'll get autocorrect in Twitch chat?
I don't know.
Right.
Is it gonna be as bad as iPhone autocorrect? 'Cause shit.
Oh, I said
Don't
Twitch.
want it.
I said Twitch chat instead of Decentraland chat. But you don't enjoy I'm ducking over it.
You know, I would appreciate if it would actually correct my typos, but not if it changes intentional words into non-intentional words.
Right.
Like I'm not proud of that. But yeah.
I think I see a Canessa tribute here. Now that I.
I found her.
Oh my God! Look at her, and of course, who owns her? Canessa.
Look at her description.
Let's see. Let's take a look. Goddess of the future, a fearless pioneer of new frontiers. I love her. I should make an offer. All right.
Part with that one. I hope you won't, but
It's like a starting bid, 1 ETH. All right.
I need one. I need a purple one with cat ears. That's what I need.
Yes, definitely do. All right. Go ahead.
I'll work on one.
Alrighty. I'm waiting. I'll be there. Looks like so far we have about 5 individuals in the giveaway. We have Toxic Waifu, Brittany, Multi NFT, Rustan, and Mohedi. Thank you so much for coming in and engaging with the chat. I guess we could roll in maybe like 7 minutes. At like at least my time it would be 9:05. I think that might be a good time to roll for Marley.
Well, if you scroll up
Oh, okay. Let's scroll up, like in the list.
in the, yeah. So there's 3 there that are Mardi Gras. And so those will be giveaways as well. So stay tuned. I'm not going to give too much information away because it's everything that we're working on is still cooking. But once it's ready, we'll announce. Keep an eye out. But there's another 3 that are going to be given away probably in the next week or so.
Aw, I love it. Nice. Yep, keep an eye out for them. And I guess while we wait for this, for the time to run out for the giveaway, I guess I could kind of pitch the question. Like, has the thought of like, I understand this is just like a creative outlet for you, and kind of like you're not expecting anything out of it. But like, has anyone shared the idea of even taking these dolls and since you've been working on Blender these days, like actually making the turning them into 3D assets that are available for even those individuals that have chain dolls.
That's a really cool question, and it's not actually something I had considered. I think because they were kind of inspired by our avatars in Decentraland, I've been um, wanting for such a long time to 3D print like a ball joint, an articulated doll based on our avatars with printed wearables that you can switch in and out. That's been my dream since I started. And so this was kind of like just my in between. Like I can't get all the way there, but I can start here and at least get some ideas out. Um, and so I definitely would consider doing something like that for the owner of the NFT to have that as an avatar, or at least like maybe the hairdo or the accessories or something like a piece of it, like kind of like Rustan's doing with his clone wearables, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, those specific features. That's definitely something I could look at. I'd need to practice on my female body if I was gonna do do it. But that's a really great. You brought it back full circle for me, so thank you.
Yep. I mean, and you mentioned just like even starting with necklaces or just any jewelry. Like I think like some of these earrings, for example, like these would be amazing to have as like a blend file for someone to like be able to use on other assets and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And they're just unlike anything that we have so far. Um, but when I did the set that I did work on, I definitely learned a couple things in what I would do going forward. So I think it's doable, and I think it's needed. Like as a woman, I love to accessorize in fashion in general. Like if you're going to be styling an outfit, the accessory is a very important part, and sometimes that's the piece I start with, and then roll it all back from there. And so I'm now you've really got me thinking.
That is good. That is good. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that could be like expand within the like your creative outlet. Um, Kind of keep it going for a little longer. All right.
Have something to work towards.
Ex-
'Cause that's definitely
oh, okay. I think I lost you at one point when you said definitely.
shocking.
Shocking. All right. We probably have like about a minute and a half before we can roll for NFT giveaway. Do you remember the crazy days list, the NFT giveaway days? Give me wearable or wear POAP.
Oh my God. Or like Wondermine. How do I make money here? How do I make money in Wondermine? Sorry, you don't. Go away.
Yeah, yeah. It's
You're
like
really
you got to build something, bud.
exactly. I'll just and you'd send them to poker and they'd get fleeced by bot.
Yep, yep. Let's see. I'm looking at chat. We will be rolling in 1 minute. We will be rolling in 1 minute. We will have one winner tonight. Let's see. Let's take a look at the list so far.
Over.
So far, I have the Meta Wolf. I have Toxic Waifu, Brittany. We have Multi NFT and Rustan and Mohedi. I'm surprised Kanessa hasn't pounced at this opportunity for NFT giveaway.
She's being generous.
Hello. What's up, Meta Wolf? And I saw your post earlier. I'm drinking Arizona iced tea. The world could end, but these things will stay at $1.
Well, I was gonna 99 cents.
Well, okay, maybe inflation has hit them a little bit. They're $1.07 now.
Oh, that's bugger all. Do they still do the Arnold Palmer?
I think so. They still have like the whole like variety of flavors and stuff like that. Like I'm surprised they've gone this long, selling $1 tea. Uh, I think in the last like 4 years, they interviewed the CEO of Arizona, and he was like, "I own the factories. I own everything. Why do I need to raise my prices?" Legend.
See, that's a dude.
That's a legend right there.
Like that.
All right.
Sorry, my kid is shrieking a little bit in the background.
Oh. All right. Let's time to choose a winner, everyone. Good luck. Let's see. Let's see. Choose winner. Choose winner.
Yay, good.
And our winner is Brittany. Congratulations, Brittany. Uh, make
Yay,
sh-
Brit.
make sure to drop your wallet address in the chat here on Twitch, and I will send it over to Liz.
Perfect. I'll get that sent out tonight.
Oh my God, what a gem!
Bye, Charlie.
Uh, what a gem! What a gem! Congratulations once again, and also
Yeah.
make sure to follow Chain Dolls NFT on X. Here, I'll share it on all the social chats so everyone could take a look here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course, of course. I mean, I'm just very excited that we're seeing more of you around. I know that like for a moment you were kind of like you were there, but you've been, drifting. It's kind of not drifting. That's not the word, but like just watching over. Kind of uh, like cooking. Like I could tell you've been cooking something up. Um, and
It's yeah, I disappeared for a bit. Um we kind of moved into a tiny home, so I had to put my PC in storage. And then we had the kiddo. And so that's why I was gone for quite a while. I just didn't have the time, but always watching from the shadows, lurking, making sure, checking in, and I didn't get to be around for any of the client testing, but I just want to say, like, I appreciate all the work that you guys did in getting the client tested and across the line and everything. That's right when I came back, was just as they were launching the new client, and it was so exciting, and it definitely brought me back in like it was refreshing. Um,
Mhm.
but it's really cool to see everybody that's still here and everybody that's still building and still doing the good work, and putting us out there. Toxic Waifu is doing an absolutely smashing job on social media. Um, it's a lot of work. I don't know if, well, I know a lot of us have done, and so we do know the work that goes into it, but to constantly be churning out TikToks on Instagram, on Twitter, every event, several pictures with so many different people. She's just such a great part of the community. So thank you, Toxic, for doing that.
Yes, I agree. Toxic is amazing. Here, I'm gonna throw my camera over here at Toxic. Give Toxic the spotlight so she can look at herself
Yeah.
on the giant screen. she,
Oh,
she's probably blushing right now.
good.
uh, so here, I'm gonna write down in my notes that Brittany won NFT giveaway just in case I forget. So I mean, just now you mentioned coming, like kind of being more active, starting to be more active as the Client 2.0 was coming out. What are the thoughts so far? How are you feeling about this new client? I mean, I know you used the 1.0 for so long, and we kind of like all became accustomed to it. And the like on a personal side note, like the change was a little, it hurt, but at the same time, it was like it had to be done. How do
Yeah,
you
it's
feel
like
about it?
growing pains. It's like growing pains, right? You don't want to go through them, but you know that they're kind of for the better. I was actually thinking about this a little bit today, and it reminded me of the era when Facebook was always changing things on their timeline or on their profile, and people would get so worked up about it.
Okay.
And you'd hear about it for like a week, and then after a week, you kind of don't even remember what it was like before the change. I know there were a few kind of major things missing, like the camera, the friends function. But to be fair, the friends function never bloody worked for me, anyways. Um, so there are some things that we have to wait for. Like the glow. The one thing that gets me is some of my jewelry doesn't look as nice. If it's gold, it's coming out as just like a flat yellow.
Have you seen
So
my
I look
Mew bubble?
Yeah. Yeah. So I look forward to having that back. But in general, I was really excited to see the new visuals. Having the ocean, like I often just spawn into the cantina and set up a swing under the palm trees and look at the ocean,
Oh,
and watch the moons cycle. Um, I'm for it. I think it looks great. I think it's really beneficial to be able to see off in the distance, because when you party hard and your scene is always down at one, you never get a sense for what's around you.
mhm.
But now we've kind of got that where you do kind of see that there is a map and you can run it, and I think that's going to retain a lot more people that way because it feels like more of an environment.
Yep, exactly. 100%. What you probably mentioned it as you were speaking just now, but I'm going to ask the question anyway. What is your favorite thing about this new client?
I that's really tough. So I do like the ocean. That I miss the ocean in real life, and so it's just such a nice touch. Um, you know how you can like walk up to colliders and it'll put your hands up?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know the big muscly Doge guy in Genesis Plaza?
Mm-hmm.
You can actually walk up to him and like feel his six pack. So that's
your
one of my
your perfect height, perfect height.
yeah, that's one of my favorite things.
No, it
And I appreciate the outline. I know not a lot of people are kind of into it, but being from anime, um, I really appreciate that outline that they added.
yes, yes, of course. It's like I love how you mentioned that the hands up kind of thing because I've personally had some fun with that
Yeah.
the addition of that. I remember back in the testing, it was me, Rustan, and Derek. We were all just like running around in the new client, and Derek was inside an arcade with that and like he was like at the booth with that was right next to a window, and so then I came out from the outside of the window and like scrunched up against it so my hands are up, and my kid called Beast had like didn't have any eyelids at the time because they were broken, so he had these big cracked out eyes. and
That's hilarious.
and it just looked like I was creeping on Derek from the outside looking in like
Got a picture of it.
I did. I have that. I'll share it with you. uh,
That's awesome. Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes the bugs are fun. Like I don't know if you remember when we did Absolute Land for Coachella, and they built that huge bottle. But then on the rooftop there was a tree that would trap people in it. So
mhm.
if you tried to jump up into the tree, it would just swallow you up, and you'd have to basically respawn. Um, And like I know they didn't want anybody to know about it, but it ended up being one of the funniest things about the whole weekend, was people getting stuck in the tree. So
Yes, yes. I feel like I mean we Decentraland degenerates. I think we find our fun with just about anything. I mean there've been times where like our wearables don't work and we're just all naked. So we're just
yeah.
like it's the naked party. That's what we're doing. We're not even gonna
Or
try.
when we all end up default. I think Fermion actually posted a video of it yesterday, but when everybody shows up as a default.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yeah, yeah. The what were they called? Oscars. Yeah.
I can't remember, but yeah, we've had that happen. It used to happen when there was too many people at the party, and it wouldn't be able to load your wearables, and you'd spawn in as a default, but you wouldn't know it until you saw pictures of yourself on Twitter, and you're like, no, I looked so good, but nobody knows it.
Oh man. Yeah, I do have to appreciate the bugs. I definitely do. Um, I was gonna mention like one of my favorite things about the new client is the hills. I love the hills.
Yeah, it adds so much depth, um, and again, just creates more of a feeling of environment. Like I don't know that I mean, I haven't been paying too much attention to too many other metaverses, to be honest. Like I'm a Decentraland stan and that's it. That's all I have time for. But um like I have to assume that it kind of has one of the more immersive feelings in terms of that bigger world map. Um as opposed to just spawning into a room or a penthouse or a what have you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Or a world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what makes the Decentraland stand out above the rest. Um, I mean like the just the feat of taking 90,000 parcels and connecting them together, syncing them together, and allowing the potential for there to be up to 90,000 owners of each parcel and stuff like that. Of course, there aren't any 90,000 owners, but um, but like that in general, like I know like the rest of the crypto space looks at it and that's like their nightmare fuel in a way, like having to be on the team that works on that because it's just so hard.
Yeah, it's like you say, it should be commended. I think we're very lucky as a community to have the people that we do have working on it. I know there's a lot of animosity in some ways, but at the end of the day, like we all kind of owe it to each other for where we are now. And these difficult conversations need to happen. We need these differences in opinions to build something that is going to feel more representative of more people. And so I think that it's yeah, we're lucky because I don't think a lot of people would put that effort in without something more concrete on the at the end of the tunnel, if you know what I mean.
Hmm.
To so it's on the backs of all of us, and we're definitely, like I say, sorry, we're lucky. I'm starting to babble.
We are so lucky. Uh, so what, in terms of or pertaining to the 2.0, Client 2.0, what would you like to see next? Are there like any features that you just want to absolutely see come back, or maybe do you have any feature in mind that you would love to see someone bring to life?
I mean, flying.
Oh, you just said the Derek trigger word there.
I know, I know. Smart wearables. Where did our smart wearables go? That's, I think, where we should be. There are a lot of people who put a lot of effort into smart wearables and into integrating them into the platform in so many different ways. Um, and I think that would be a good place to put our attention. But that being said, I haven't been around. I don't know if I'm misspeaking or saying something controversial. Um, but that's where I would like to.
You just offended 38 people on Decentraland. Nah,
Oh
nah.
no.
This topic was so controversial that you just mentioned.
Oh, there's gonna be a ripping the finger emote in my name tomorrow.
Oh no.
Uh,
There's gonna be just like a like anti-list T-shirt. Oh no. But but no, I
this
mean
is
definitely you're right. I would love to see smart wearables come back. I mean the smart wearable that I always love to wear that doesn't work at the moment is the KJ shoes, the ones that leave little
yes.
hearts everywhere.
Yeah, and I didn't even get a pair of those until after, so I've never seen them work, and I'm really sad about it. But also, I think the concept of the radio station is really cool as well. And so I think it was Gucci Toe and KJ made a radio together, and I think she did one with another DJ as well, that you could carry it around and play their music, if I'm understanding correctly.
That's really cool. Yeah. I mean, there's so many things you could do with a smart wearable. And I feel like it was stripped away from us before we could really like dig into the potential of what really could be done with those assets.
Yeah, I agree. So hopefully we'll be on that trajectory again someday. But what about you? What do you want to see?
What do I want to see on Decentraland? I mean, definitely I want to see a lot of the features that were taken away come back. Um, like for example, like the press X for the Explorer page thing. I
Yeah.
feel like that was very helpful for like new users,
Yeah.
helping them
I
like
do feel
navigate.
bad that I do feel bad that new users can't add us as friends because that is their first point of contact and so a resource in a sense instead of having to send them like follow me on Twitter. Um, so that would be good.
Hmm.
But like I said, the function never worked for me anyway, so hopefully if it comes back it's an improvement.
Yeah, I mean, and just I guess in a way, I just want to see our friends come back and like the
Yeah.
pertaining to the friends that like went in and like came into this world and built something big.
Yeah.
I want to see what Roomway can do in Client 2.0. I
Yeah.
want to see
I want Cozy. Where's Cozy?
exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if this is shareable information, but I think we should be seeing some cozy here soon.
Sinful touching some tea, guys.
I got all the tea. See the Arizona honey or green tea.
Yeah, that's right. That would be awesome if we could have that base experience back. I think that would turn a lot of heads if we
Hmm.
could, get it out there properly and actually bring people to it.
Yep.
It was by the end, it was my favorite place to go.
Hmm. I mean also for creators and stuff like that, I would like to see more the availability of more features for like, for just the I want to call them the average builder, but the probably like even just the beginner builder to like just be able to um man, I lost my train of thought. I had something really good.
It'll come back.
Hopefully,
It'll come back.
hopefully it will come back. Oh, like for example, for like landowners, like give them the ability to moderate their land, like the tools to
Yes.
moderate their land, and it has to be like general tools that every landowner has access to,
Yes.
not just like those who went into SDK 10 and coded up a security cat that will bounce you out of the land. Last thing you hear is a meow as you're like being yeeted.
Can you still like banish people to certain parts of your parcel? Like we used to be able to put people in jail. Can we still do that?
I think Rustan jail or his hell. Yeah, I know he's down there, so so he could probably answer on it here shortly. I remember. And here's another thing about how degenerate we all are in Decentraland. I remember, um, Rustan just like starting to throw us all in jail for his fun, and then like we like turned it around on him, and we started having fun in jail.
Yeah, we just started a party without him.
Yeah, we made him come to jail. Let's see. Welcome, SRJH. I see that you just popped in. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We were just talking about our favorite features about the Decentraland 2.0 and what we would like to see come to our world here.
My kitty joined us.
Oh, what's up? Who's joining us?
My kitty.
Oh, hi. What's Kitty's name?
Maverick.
Maverick. Nice to meet you, Maverick. Have they been feeding you tuna?
He's a dick.
He's a dick. Well, that's the
But
thing. You probably haven't been feeding him enough tuna.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah.
He gets shrimp. He gets lobster. He gets.
Oh, wow. That's like high-end tuna.
Oh.
That's that's the high-end stuff, not even the the regular just tuna or mackerel. No, he gets the lobster.
I made a dick out of him, basically.
Mm-hmm. Well, he deserves it. You deserve it, Maverick.
He's laying here like.
Thank you for blessing us with your presence, little cat. Let's see. Let me look in world to see if anyone has any questions.
Yeah, sorry. I'm really bad at like talking and paying attention to the chat. So I'm sorry if I missed saying hi to anybody. I wish I could, but I'm stuck on my floor now. So sorry to anybody that I missed. Thank you all for coming.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I mean, let's see. Since the last time we did shout-outs, I think I see Metaverse God in the building. I did say hello to Derek, but he can get another hello. There's Vita TV over there on top of a sponge. And yeah, just the usual suspects besides that, unless like someone is hiding somewhere or manning the booth.
Oh. We need well, not we need, but Kanessa and I were talking the other day about, I don't know if you remember when they did the Australian Open and they had the food truck, and we had so much fun in that dang food truck, and there's literally nothing to it, but we need more food trucks in Decentraland.
More food truck experiences.
Yes. Yeah.
That could be actually a pretty like just a decent idea. Like, can you imagine a build that's like just like a food truck park, and just has
and it sells food wearables that you hold in your hand, and because we've got pizza and spaghetti so far. Do we have any other food?
Let's see. Do we have any other food?
Oh, we do have a popsicle. There's a popsicle.
Popsicle, lollipop. I'm thinking.
Oh, lollipop. Yeah.
Yep. But also like with those food trucks, like it's like you can get the wearables, but you have to like walk into the food truck, and each food truck takes you to like a different like scene in a way, or yeah, like different environment. It's like,
and then you have to like cook it before you can mint it.
Yeah. Who's writing down these ideas? Any of you? Mean Green Doge? Yeah. Like we're spending some gold here tonight.
Yeah, that would be cool. Did you ever play Cookie P2E on the client one?
Cookie P2E. I feel sounds familiar.
So it was just like there was a restaurant, and
yes.
you go in the back, and like you'd load cans into a machine, and then it would do like pizzas and hamburgers.
Yes.
And then you'd have to deliver them to the tables and pick up your tips. So that was fun. I don't know if that's probably not still around. But yeah, that something like that, but food truck.
probably
That's what we need.
probably still works in 1.0, but I thought that game was genius. Like it reminds me of the those serving games like
Yeah,
that you could just play like, hey, pick up order, go over here, yeah. But in like a 3D setting. Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. The talk gets old, right? And that's my problem. I can't stay engaged with games on my phone because at a certain point I'm just like, okay, I'm done tapping. But if you're walking around and like picking stuff up and putting stuff down, and it's just much more immersive. And I mean, we're just so lucky to have that is the immersiveness.
Exactly. Okay, so I looked in the Twitch chat, and we have a question for you, by Toxic Waifu. She says, "Which monster idol would Flawless be, and why?"
Oh, oh my God. Oh, so this is a tough one. I think my favorite doll is Cleo. So her name is Cleo Denial. So not in my collection of dolls, but in the Monster High
Oh,
series.
let's see. Let's see. Where's
So
the
she's based on Cleopatra, and in my opinion, she has the best hair and the best outfits. Um,
where
so that's who I would hope to live up to.
where could I pull up the Monster High collection? Is that
Um,
just like type it in OpenSea?
yeah. Oh no, it's not. So it's just they're like literal dolls on like Mattel makes them. They're like Barbie dolls.
Oh, okay, okay, I see, I see.
That's a cool question. In terms of my dolls, I don't actually know. Ooh, that's a good question. I personally really like the Frankenstein one. So
Fr
she's just up.
Frankenstein, let's
Yeah,
see, is it this one, Frankie?
yeah, yeah. So she's kind of inspired by Billie Eilish as well, like the
Mm-hmm.
style that Billie wears.
I see it.
Um, yeah. So I think probably her
Uh,
would resonate most.
I think in the Chain Dolls collection, I think Nyx is Toxic Waifu.
Yes. Yeah. I actually have another one, and she's got purple pigtails, and I kind of, use Tox as inspiration for that. I haven't minted her yet. There's still probably 30 to 40 more of them that I need to mint still. So there's lots more to come. But yeah, there's another one that's really cute that reminds me of Tox. So once she comes out, I'll let you guys
uh, she says, "LOL, oh my god."
know.
Mao has just gifted me this one. Oh, what? He just gifted you?
Oh, what?
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
thanks, guys. That's awesome.
Oh, yep, 18 minutes ago. That's
Aw,
awesome.
you guys are so cool.
I mean, we definitely have some very, very good friends like around. So that is
100%.
when I think Decentraland, that is like the one thing that I am most thankful for. The people that hang out in this community. Um, it's definitely very different from, I would say, 90% of Web3.
Yeah, and look, I don't think that Web3 properly even represents us. The collaboration that goes on, the amount of support, the involvement in the DAO, just the passion behind these screens. Like, again, these people hanging on for how many years has it actually been? Like, I've been here for three. Canessa's what, was it five the launch was? But
Probably
then even
5.
longer before that,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? And so, yeah, it's something else entirely. It doesn't even have I can't put words on it.
For sure. I mean, some things it's like you don't need words don't really need to be put onto them. Like they're just special in by nature.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know what it's like for a lot of other people, but I know in my life it's definitely been like a huge part of where I choose to spend my time. Um, when we spend so much of our lives being told where to go and what to do and how long to do it for. And this place is just the ultimate freedom of looking how you want to look, being who you want to be. Um, it's an open space for sharing your ideas and values. And I think we've all learned a lot from each other, and I think we have a long way to go.
Yes, we definitely the journey's not done. I think like what you mentioned, or what the conclusion we came to when I asked the question of like, how do you just like whenever you're the creator, you see the flaws on your creation. How do you just push through and push it and publish it? And you kind of like what I got out of it was the product's never finished. You will go back and fix what needs to be fixed as many times as it takes.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's the resilience is unmatched in our community. So,
100%. All right, let's see. Well, all my talking points have been talked. Did you bring any notes tonight? Do you have any talking points you would like to cover, FlawLyss?
no, I don't. I have to admit I didn't really prepare anything, but just to express again how grateful I am for those in the community, especially leaders like yourself, Kanessa, the foundation, like the social media team, again, Talks, who does so much. I feel like I'm giving a speech at an award show. This is really awkward, but um, I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. And I'm just so excited and hopeful for what's to come. And I feel like there's going to be a wave of kind of collaboration in a more of a building sense. We've done a lot of collaboration in the wearables sense, but I feel like to build these, bigger, and this is something that kind of Kanessa brought to my attention, but to work, more collaboratively. We all kind of are used to this competitive mindset where as a creator or a designer, if you're selling something, you have to sell it. It's got to be better than the other person. It's got to sell more. You've got to rank higher on the wearables page or on the marketplace. And so I think just that the greater collective collaboration is what's going to really shunt us into a leading position. I think we have a really, really great opportunity to build something amazing.
I think we do too. I agree. And we have a question from Kanessa. Are you making anything for Fashion Week this year?
I will try. I'm lucky to get 5-10 minutes a day to myself right now. I would really like to get something. I think I'll maybe pick one of the hairs that I'm working on and try to get that across, and maybe an accessory, like maybe some boots or something.
I like it.
Unfortunately, nothing too high fashion because I just don't have those skills yet. But I'm gonna keep running with the hairstyles. But I'm really excited for Fashion Week. I'm so glad it's back, and I can't wait to see what everyone else comes up with because we have some serious contenders.
I mean, like if you were thinking, like, if you were thinking kind of like the bundle deal, it could even be something that you could collaborate with Token with. You mentioned boots and hair. You could do the boots. He does the boots. You do the hair. Kind of bring it together.
Very true. Actually, now that you say that, I do kind of have an idea that maybe he would be able to bring to life for me instead of trying to figure it out myself. So there might be a collaboration dropping for Fashion Week. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll
Fingers
see. I love it. I love it. Well, and yeah, as I mentioned, I have covered all my talking points for tonight. Um, what do you think? Do you think this is a good time to close it down for the
Yeah,
evening?
I think so. I think so. I'm gonna go kiss my Bubba goodnight. But I really appreciate this. It was so much fun. I had a lot of fun the first time I was on, but this was a whole different experience. And again, the set is unreal. I love the pink sponges. I love the merch booth. I'm so excited for everything that Mean Green Doge and Talks are doing. They're just really keeping everybody, they're giving people reasons to come in. And can't thank you enough for that. So thanks to everyone involved in tonight, and thanks for everyone for coming, and thank you for anyone who bought an NFT. I didn't expect that, and so that's really cool of you. And stay tuned for more giveaways because there's a lot of them.
Yes, yes. Stay tuned for more giveaways, and congratulations to Brittany on
Yes.
winning Marley. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just cheering again.
cheering on for the winner. Yeah, I mean, I think it was that is the perfect individual to win Marley, and Marley has found a good home.
I think so, and that was kind of my thought when she won it. I was like, you know what, that makes me think Brit, so that's awesome.
Definitely. And yeah, on that note, thank you, FlawLyss, for coming on Beyond the NFT. It's been a long time since you've been on the show. There have been many changes done like across the board, even when it comes down to like just my personal style of handling these events. I, I hope you notice any differences. Probably not, but you know.
Sin, you have been such an important part of bringing Decentraland to the world. You know, you're doing awesome.
Thank you.
I don't have any notes. I think you are a pillar in the community, and I'm just lucky. I'm lucky I get to call you friend.
Yes, likewise. The feeling is mutual. And on that note, that is the perfect note to end on. Thank you, everyone, for attending tonight's show. To anyone that's just gonna stick around in the Garden of Encounter, I will close stream and then fire it back up on my other PC with some music for us all. Thank you once again. Take care, and if you're watching on Twitch, I will be raiding to a random streamer, so keep an eye out for them. Maybe they're cool. Report back if they are cool. All right, take care, everyone, and we'll see you
Bye,
back
thank
here.
you.
Yep, we'll see you back here next Monday. We have Mr. Cat joining us next Monday. Mr. Cat is the original artist of A Kid Called Beast, so this should be pretty exciting. Take care, everyone. Ooh, everyone, I know who I'm gonna raid. I'm gonna raid Henny Wubs. Hell yes, we are raiding DJ Henny Wubs. I thought I saw her online. I hope I wasn't just debated. Oh, nope, she's online and she's got 100 and holy cow. Let's get over there. Let's get over there. Let's go. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And it means a lot to be able to raid Henny with 8 individuals such as yourselves. All right. We have raided DJ Henny Wubbs. Let's see. Let's see if she's giving us some love.
Welcome on in, my friend. How was your stream, Finn? What were you getting into tonight? Thank you so much for that raid. Also, hi, May.
Stream was good.
All my Metaverse fam. Much love. What were y'all doing tonight? Was it a community building Decentraland stream, or was it something else? I'm always out of the loop. Y'all have to fill me in. Mahedi, it's good to see you. Oh my goodness, my friend. US next, I will try the burger. Okay, maybe the Del Taco burger isn't the best blueprint of a burger.
All right. Let's get some music going.
Let me preface this. But it is a very good fast food burger. It is definitely better, okay? Let's not get it twisted. Oh, okay. 0 burgers? No! What? Okay, friend, when you come to the US, we'll have you try every single burger that is worthwhile. Yeah, I don't know if you would get the full experience, though. Your weekly talk show? Beyond the NFT? Yes, that's the other one I was thinking of. I hope it was a good stream, Finn. Thank you so much. We are freestyling some house tonight. Some tech house, some bass house. Just like the vibey house, you know how it goes. House is my roots. Bearing my roots. Eduardo, thank you. Happy to have you here. Happy Monday. Oh, you toxic waifu. It's good to see you. Oh my goodness. All the DCL friends. Welcome on in. How you guys doing tonight? Happy end of Monday. We love celebrating the end of a Monday, right? The beats are healing.
All right, I'm changing streams here. Make sure to refresh a little bit after the music stops. Thank you, everyone.